welcome to the start of another highly questionable week. What do we have today, Bo?
John Calipari, he's so bad.
Yeah, he was hot.
So angry.
Vamos, papi.
Do you agree with Joe Lunardi that Tulsa making the tourney is indefensible by every known standard?
Joe Lunardi is not often wrong about these things, and when he is wrong about these things, he does not like to be wrong about these things. So therefore, he says indefensible by every known standard. Now, to be fair, nobody expected Tulsa to make the tournament. Tulsa's players weren't expecting to make the tournament. But you know who gets to be lucky here? Frank Haith, ladies and gentlemen, surviving yet again to appear in yet another postseason. And I'm sure 5 years from now, we'll find out about the violations.
Yeah, he's on the third school now that he's gotten to the NCAA tournament, which is pretty impressive, except for the fact that it's Frank Haith. One thing to note, though, about Tulsa, they're going to play Michigan in one of those play-in games. Ken Pomeroy projects that that's going to be a 1-point Michigan win. Like, indefensible by every standard, perhaps. But let us not forget, they're down on the list of teams that we know damn well aren't going to win the tournament. So why are you so mad?
Hey, Joe, let me tell you something. Chill out, buddy. Who cares about these things? Worry about things that are more important. There are bigger things for you in life. Don't worry about this bracket and Tulsa and all that good stuff.
I mean, that's good life advice. Chill is the word that he used. I was afraid it might have sounded like something else. Chill out.
Chill out.
He's not making it any better.
Not at all.
Do you believe, John Calipari, that the committee people didn't steal his joy?
Oh, John Calipari, all of the success, but he does still work a little bit better with a chip on his shoulder, something to overcome. Kentucky got a 4 seed. He thought they would get a higher seed after beating Texas A&M in the SEC tournament, who did get a higher seed than them, and that gave us this.
Look, at the end of the day, they're not stealing my joy, that little group of 10 who says this year it's top 50 wins. Last year it was road wins. 2 years ago it was RPI. It's a moving target. Instead of making it, this is how we're going to rate these teams. They're not stealing my joy. We just won a championship. They're not stealing my joy. If they think they are, they're out of their mind. They build my team up. Thank you. Thank you.
I kind of believe they're not stealing his joy because he's really like this all the time. Like he's a Larry Brown type in finding something to be wrong. So to steal his joy would imply that he had more of the joy there to begin with. But who can steal his joy? The second round game. Because if he, the coach of Kentucky, loses to Tom Crean in Indiana in that second round game, oh, there will be no joy in Lexington.
He is right about what he is saying. They beat Texas A&M. They're probably better than Texas A&M. They shouldn't be seated below Texas A&M. But he also likes in this instance to feed his players that they've been wronged. And by the way, given that he's in such a great position that he can get he can ask for a reported 10 years, $120 million to leave the job he's in to go to the Brooklyn Nets. That's what his asking price is. You can't really steal his joy.
Hey, Coach Cott, if you really want to get a higher seat, you know what you got to do, buddy? You get a couple of suitcases, fill it with cash, and deliver it to the committee room. That's a way to do it. You wear a mask, and, you wear a wig and all that, and nobody will recognize you.
Wow, a mask and a wig. That's going the extra mile.
Or option 2, have somebody else drop off the money.
Can the Cavs beat the Warriors by imitating them?
That's how they beat the Clippers. Blew out the Clippers in Los Angeles yesterday, shooting, what was it, Bomani? 39 threes, 37 threes against Sacramento. They shot 35 threes. And basically, Channing Frye has been a difference maker so far in playing this style of basketball. They can't play it better than Golden State, but it does lead to them being better offensively with the new math we're doing in the NBA.
But one thing about that team shooting a whole lot of threes, that means that LeBron James presumably shoots a whole lot of threes, and something happened where he left Miami where he doesn't shoot threes very well anymore. But Dan just touched on something important. Channing Frye, who we all think is a pretty good NBA player, is kind of a unicorn now, like ahead of his time. He's that tall, he can protect the rim, and he can hit threes. He's basically a 40% three-point shooter at this point in his career. That changes a lot for the Cavs.
Well, everybody knows that they got so many threes because JR got hot. He's a streaky shooter. He's going to give you 10 threes in one game, and then he'll go blank for about 3 or 4 games. So you can count on that.
Now, the greatest work LeBron did was explaining to that team not to go out too late in L.A. because if you look at J.R. Smith's career, he's way worse on Sunday than every other day of the week. Why? Because cities like L.A. have a tendency to get him.
Why? Because Saturday.
What do you take away from Boogie Cousins' comments about his suspension last night?
All right, once again, in Boogie Cousins' world, it's always somebody else's fault. It's also worth noting that in Boogie Cousins' world, usually it is partially somebody else's fault. This time he's saying this about George Karl with the one-game suspension he got from the Kings, but Boogie says it wasn't really from the Kings.
I don't want no suspension from the organization. I was one from the head coach. It's a difference.
But I don't know, did you have a chance to talk to him at all or anything?
Hasn't said a word to me.
Let us not forget that it seemed as though George Karl was trying to get DeMarcus Cousins traded during this summer. We're surprised it lasted this long without some variety of blow-up, and Vlade Divac says, I love DeMarcus Cousins, and that's pretty much all I'm going to say about that. That's the state of affairs with the Sacramento Kings, but it's fair to ask, if you're George Karl, shouldn't you have the authority at some point to be like, look, I'm not putting up with this week?
Not that it's a terrible surprise given what their roster construction was. We expected some of this. But, Bomani, can you think of more public dysfunction than what this team has had, where Mark Stein is reporting that George Karl is going to be fired, and then the organization reverses course and says, never mind, George Karl isn't going to be fired, after recently hiring George Karl. And then you do wonder whether he has the power. And clearly, this relationship has not been any good since the moment that DeMarcus Cousins refused to shake hands with him a while back. It hasn't gotten any better from there.
Man, we have been talking about this story for a year now. Are we going to have to talk about it again for another year?
It's the only thing we've discussed when it comes to the Sacramento Kings. There's nothing else to discuss.
Now, there was this one time where they were playing okay, and we talked about that. But now, since then, we're just waiting for this to blow up. By the way, it still hasn't blown up. This is just,
Yes.
a nuisance situation.
Flickering before it blows up.
Coming up next on my son's TV show, we talk to TJ Ward.
Can you give us the unedited version of how the news got to you that Osweiler was about to get $72 million? I want an honest reaction, where you were. I want the details.
I was asleep. I was asleep when I heard it, and I thought it was a joke.
My son's TV show is brought to you by Can-Am Off-Road Vehicles. The ride says it all. Joining us at the beach today is TJ Ward.
TJ Ward is his name, but we're getting to know their names. The Broncos are champions. Let's talk to another one of them. TJ, your brother plays for the Falcons. Your cousin is Maurice Jones-Drew. Your father played in the league. Who's the most competitive person in your family?
Probably me. Yeah, I think I am. I'm the most competitive, man. We've been going at it for years now, and to this day, we still get into little disputes over the smallest things, but I say me for sure.
How about Maurice Jones-Drew? You guys are about the same age. Anything memorable there when you guys got into it?
Definitely. We used to box in the street. Gloves, boxing in the street. Highly competitive.
Well, let me guess, though. Maurice Jones-Drew is that guy. I say any NFL player 5'9" or under is always ready to scrap it out about something.
Yeah, definitely. When you got a chip on your shoulder, when you got three guys with a chip on their shoulder around each other all the time, man, it could definitely get chirpy.
Give us the most memorable ending to one of your boxing matches with Maurice Jones-Drew.
You know what? I actually, when I had to stop the fight, it one of those. Fight over and done.
Can you give us the unedited version of how the news got to you that Osweiler was about to get $72 million? I want an honest reaction, where you were. I want the details.
I was asleep. I was asleep when I heard it, and I thought it was a joke. Somebody said, yeah, Brock leaving. I'm like, nah, y'all not serious. But, Brock, he's a great dude. He's a good friend of mine. You got to do what's right for you and your family.
But you thought to yourself, we got him that money, right? You thought to yourself while waking up in bed.
Yeah, I was going to say, what was the surprise, that he left or that there was $72 million waiting on?
Hey, man, he need to split that with me. Hey, he earned it. He came in, he did a great job for us, got us to the chip when we needed to get to the playoffs. Peyton came in and finished it off. But, Brock, he deserved it. We'll see him next year, though.
TJ, you don't believe that. That's not what you said. He didn't earn that. That's $72 million. What are you talking about? He played 7 games. Don't lie to us on television.
We'll see Brock next year. How about that one? How about that one?
We've had a lot of Broncos through here recently, and they always say that they're scared of the same two guys in the huddle. It's the same two guys, everyone who comes through here. You want to take a guess on who they are? Guys in your, guys in your team, on your huddle that you're a little scared of.
I'm not scared of anyone.
But if you had to
say D-Ware, I'll say D-Ware and probably Keeb, myself.
All right. Yeah, Akeeb's one.
Yes.
It was not you, unfortunately. Derek Wolfe was the
Yeah.
other.
Wolf. Oh, yeah. Wolf, okay.
Why do people
Definitely
forget Wolf sometimes, though? I don't understand. What's happening with Wolf? Explain to us what's happening with Wolf.
Wolf, he says some things out there that are highly questionable. But he don't say too much. He just, his presence, he's a dog on the field, and he really don't take no mess from nobody. So just having him up there in front, he kind of set the tone for us between him, Malik, D-Ware, and Vaughn is, that's a nice front four for you.
Well, what kind of stuff does he say? Give it up. What does he say?
I heard him told. I heard him hit somebody with the Mike Tyson. He said that was. He told somebody he was going to eat their kids.
Oh wow! The
Yeah.
eating of the kids. Oh,
Hey, and I was shocked by it. I said, "Oh, damn, okay."
extreme. Now, was that a teammate or was that an opponent?
No,
right?
opposing player. I think it was Tom Brady. I think he told Brady that.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty good right there. He told Tom Brady he was going to consume his kids.
Yes, digest them.
So wait a minute. Then is this the guy? We had the anonymous Bronco who wanted to place his junk on Tom Brady. This was reported by the Monday Morning Quarterback. So is it the same guy or who is it?
Hey, I still don't know who said that, but I got a good idea.
Vaughn says it's not him.
Vaughn says it's not
just
him.
to be clear, he says it's not him.
Oh, it was.
Who's your-
Yeah.
Oh, now it changed everything.
Who's
We
your
thought it was
theory?
Vaughn too.
Who's your you thought it was Vaughn too? Yeah.
It may have been Vaughn. Hey, I watched the film. It may have been a couple guys because I seen a couple plays where it looked like it was some intent going on there.
TJ, how are you?
Hey, Poppy, what's up?
What's going on? Good, good. Nice talking to you.
You too. How you doing?
Good. I like your hardware.
DJ, Poppy's got a question for you. Go ahead, Dad.
TJ, what is the Broncos player that everyone knows that you can take your money on cards?
Oh, you can take their money in cards. Who's the sucker at the card table? Give us the
Sucker
name.
at the card table. Evan Mathis. I always take
Oh,
Evan
look at
Mathis
that.
money. I always take Evan Mathis money.
What is he? He's a chaser? He just stays in every pot?
A lot of people like to take risks and chances, and when you got a whole hand of trumps, it's easy to come up.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Highly questionable is broadcast from the Clevelander Hotel on beautiful South Beach, Miami. Took some Molly. What else? Got some chick from Foley's with us. She gonna the squad. What else? And her brats. What else? Chick from Pakistan. What up? Ferraris and then lambs. What else? About to this club up. What else? My son's TV show is brought to you by the local experts at your independent True Value. Do you question whether this ref was right to take the high road?
We are going out to what is called the 9th and lowest division of Italian soccer because we will scour any sewer to bring you sports coverage that allows us to mock somebody. Let's see what we've got. What's the high road? Wow, it looks like
Wait,
the
this is
lowest
like
division.
professional soccer?
Oh no, what's the high road?
Whoa!
La partita è quella del campionato di terza categoria
Wow.
tra Castel San Nicolò e Forti
That guy is
Sainz.
built to the same
Al
stuff they built the
70°
Terminator with.
4-0 per gli aretini,
He just stared
a
at him.
vantaggio. La-
Who's getting paid more to be out there, by the way? The referee or the dude? And I see why that dude's in 9th division Italian soccer if you can't knock somebody off their feet with a leg
I
sweep.
mean, number 11. What happened there? Let's look at that again. Number 11 almost falls down in the mud. Number 11 loses his mind. I mean, this is a travesty right here. Look at that guy with the cul-de-sac hair helping him out.
Well, That's not how you hit the ref. This is how you hit the ref, you know?
What do we got?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's one way
Right
to do
there.
it. Yeah, yeah. Don't we also have a drop kicking situation?
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
That's another way to hit a ref. Oh, yeah, this is.
Oh,
yes. What are you laughing at?
I'm
What are
laughing because we interviewed Carlos Boozer about it. Anyway, I'm gonna change the subject and tell you what happens when you try to hit the wrong ref. You get to see his two friends click and clack. We got some of that video of those referees packing heat.
Don't try and change the subject.
No.
You laughed at a man being hit in the
No, I laughed at the fact that Boozer was so excited and all he actually did was hit the dude in the jump. That's different.
Do you question if you need more than one leg to steer the car?
Does steer still mean the same thing? I thought it meant because you said leg.
One leg. What are we doing with these people in the cars? Yesterday, last week we had Scott Skiles surfing on a Russian highway on top of his car. Oh! What a surprise twist at the end!
Like,
This guy, look though, he did jump out of there.
he did. But I feel like before you try that trick, the first stop you need to make is getting your alignment checked.
Time to play the game that would like to wish you a happy National Napping Day.
Oh no. You tell us what to watch on TV tonight, we tell you if we're intrigued or not.
Had to play that off a little bit.
On Comcast Bay Area, Pelicans and Warriors.
Sure, we're always in on Warriors basketball. Steph Curry, it's his birthday today. Let's watch Steph Curry doing ridiculous things, doing them with some cockiness, even though he's so adorable that it doesn't get viewed as cockiness. That's funny, Bomani. Like, is there anyone else in the league doing that? That confident on that shot?
Has anyone ever done that? I've never seen that before.
Bomani, are you intrigued?
Like, seriously, how good do you have to be at that where you can turn around and go? We don't have a clip yet of him doing that and the ball not going in. I ain't staying up late to watch the Pelicans lose by 40, though.
Poppy, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued because Steve, you know, he does big things against his sons. But tonight, I'm telling you something, he's going to be facing Norris Cole, you know. Norris Cole, he's going to have his hand full with Norris Cole. Norris Cole is going to show Steph Curry that, you know, he can cover him like a blanket.
Norris Cole's going to get lit on fire.
Norris Cole.
That's his move. Just say the name again and again until you convince yourself to believe it.
Norris Cole.
There it is. One more time.
Norris Cole.
Yes.
Norris Cole.
Yes,
Norris
there
Cole.
it is. Yes.
Norris Cole.
There it is.
On ABC tonight, the finale of The Bachelor.
You still never see it coming.
I mean, why? It's just, why are you guys laughing at me, man?
Because you're always
You guys
surprised.
laugh at me. Like, come on, here.
It's the finale. Wait a second. It's the finale. I want to see the finale.
Let's see a clip.
Monday,
I told two women that I love them.
the live Bachelor finale event.
I'm scared Ben is in love with JoJo, too.
I've never been more scared of anything in my entire life.
One heart
I've told this woman I love her, and I do.
will be
In any other world, I couldn't imagine saying goodbye to you.
destroyed.
I'm gonna break her heart.
Are we just doing this to, like, sell an ABC property? Is that why we keep doing that as Disney, ESPN? Bomani, are you intrigued?
No, we keep doing it because you throw cards. I am not intrigued, but I am curious to see if JoJo is going to win, for that is the closest to the outcome that I've been wishing for all these years that we're ever going to get. That JoJo is the closest that we're going to get to a JoJo.
Poppy, are you intrigued?
You stole my thunder. I was going to go for JoJo, too.
Go for JoJo. I'm sure it's for a completely different reason.
My father's not intrigued.
Yes, he is.
Oh,
really?
I'm very intrigued. You know, the finale. You know, I've been waiting all this time to see the finale. This is the end of the road. Who is going to be selected? It's going to be JoJo or the other girl. You know, Lorene. You know, I'm not sure. It's going to be a tough decision for the Bachelor.
I just thought about this. Since this is an ABC thing, I wonder if we can get a certain someone perhaps as a contestant.
On ABC tonight, The Bachelor after the final rose.
I mean, what? Just go, show a clip. Go ahead.
And it doesn't end there. After the final rose, Ben has one more surprise live. The live Bachelor finale event, Monday on ABC.
I mean, that's just jerkitude. Omani, are you intrigued?
It's a little late for surprises after the final rose, isn't it? Like, I feel like that's got to be a violation of the terms of whatever deal is being made.
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued because maybe he changed his mind, the Bachelor is a smart guy, he's willing and dealing, he's having a lot of fun, and he's making a lot of money, he gotta be doing something right, So I gotta see what his next move is going to be.
Don't worry, Dan, one day it'll be you.
Would it be JoJo or the other girl? That's going to be a hell of a decision for him.
That's actually the title of the episode, JoJo or the other girl.
That's all the time we have for today. Thank you for watching.
Talk to you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.
Gracias. Want to watch The Bachelor tonight?
But Manny, I got something for you.
Oh, God. Unbelievable, man. Where did he pull that out of, by the way?